30 years ago, Herbert Shield wrote a book called Teach Yourself C. This book was about programming in C language. The first program in the book was called Hello World. So basically, it was just a simple application that when you were running it, it was displaying Hello World on the monitor. Since then, whenever we want to present a minimum program, minimum application, or minimum solution that we want to check if our environment works and the bare minimum that we can do is running okay, we put a Hello World program or solution together. And that's what we are doing now. For this lecture, I want to show you how you can create a flow that is fired when a button is clicked, and it just sends an email to the person who pushes the button, and that email says Hello World. I don't expect you to follow this. We will get there when you are following with me and you're doing what I'm doing. The main purpose of this flow is to show you trigger, actions, and connectors. So grab your popcorn, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. To start with, I open the browser and we go to flow.microsoft.com. I want to create a new flow, so I click on Create. There are templates that you can pick and start working with, but in this course, I'm not going through templates. You want to create everything from scratch. When you understand the whole concept, then you take your own time and navigate through the templates and see what fits your requirement best. And basically everything that you could do yourself, it gives you the starting point that is a bit above ground zero. So for this course, I start with an instant flow. I want to create a flow that I can manually trigger. I give it a name called Hello World Flow. I select the manually trigger a flow and I click on Create. This one creates a flow that actually, when someone wants to run it, he or she can push a button and it fires the flow. This is our first element, trigger. Our trigger starts the flow. Every flow can have only one trigger. When the button is pushed, I want to send an email. So let's get back here. Everything that the flow does for me is an action. So I want to add an action that sends an email. New step, and to add a new step, I can search the actions. I can click on the search box and search for send email. There are multiple ways that we can send email. We will talk about them in the actions. At the moment, I don't want to get into the details. And in this case, I click on send email v2. I want to send the email to the person who triggered the flow. So I pick the person from the dynamic content, user email. Subject is going to be Hello World. And the message body is going to be Hello World. So we added a trigger. We added an action. So two of the elements of triggers and actions, we covered it. But what about the connector? When someone pushes the button, we really don't need a connector. It happens right here. But when we send an email, actually we are interacting with a mail server. That requires a connector. We don't see it in this page. It is created backstage, but here is a little bit of information that you can see. It's using a connection to the account that I used to log into this flow instance. And not only that, if I just save it, after saving it, if I click on data and I click on connections, you will see the list of all the connections that I have used in all the flows that I've created. And if I scroll down, this is the connector that I'm using, and it's using Ali Raza at missingadvice.onmicrosoft.com and connects to Office 365. These connections are actually shared. If I have this connection and I want to create another flow that is using connection to the same mail server using the same account, I'm actually reusing the same connector for the newly created flow. Let's get back to the flow. I can see the list of flow, and this is the flow that I just created. Let's click on edit. I understand I'm going fast, but don't worry about it. The main reason is to show you trigger, action, and the connection behind this action, which is here. This one. One more time. Triggers start a flow. Actions do something for us. Connectors provide connection to the external systems, which in our example, we are connecting to the mail server. Let's test it. I go back to the list of my flows. I click on Hello World flow. I can click on Run. It confirms that I'm using a connector. I click on Continue. And this is the button that I can push and run the flow. If I have the Flow mobile app on my phone or on my tablet, I can use that one. But in this case, now I can just click on Run Flow. And I click on Done. As soon as I push this, Flow runs. And if I go back to my mailbox, I receive the email called Hello World. And the text is Hello World. Now let's see what licenses and what services you need to follow the work from now on with me, then sitting back and enjoying your popcorn.